everybody. Welcome to another episode of the We Are Not Regular podcast. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Eva Diva.
What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, love?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better. I wasn't feeling the greatest, but I think I'm getting a little bit better, so that feels good. My body needed a rest.
Every now and then, you got to take a break. Our bodies don't stop. Our heart doesn't stop until we die. Like, seriously, sometimes we genuinely need to, pump the brakes, take a break. How
Agreed.
was your weekend?
Very uneventful. Like I really didn't
Nice.
I didn't leave the house at all. Like I said, my body was like really achy. And so I couldn't really explain why, but I do have a lot going on all the time. So I just took it easy. Since from Friday to Sunday, I just stayed home. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I just really kept it like very chill. So yeah, I really didn't do much of anything. So no exciting stories for me.
That's how I normally try to have my weekends go, though. Nothing. Do nothing. Ugh.
Aww.
I'm glad you feel better, though.
Well, thank you. Thank you. How was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting?
I did. I spent time with my sister and my niece. That's always a good time.
It is.
Saturday I was lazy. I just stayed in the house. Just did absolutely nothing. But Sunday we went out. Me and my sister went out. We just had a good afternoon. We went to go see The Woman King.
How was that? I heard a lot of good things about it, actually. I heard a lot of good things.
I loved it.
Really?
I low-key was crying.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it was so good. Like, the cast was beautiful, the writing was beautiful, the story was beautiful. Like, it was just a well put together movie.
Get out.
Yeah. So I have a bone to pick with a lot of people who are just like, okay, black people piss me off. I'm gonna say it right there. Black people piss me off because
It's
everyone's
me.
just like, this movie is about the Dahomey tribe that they sold slaves. We know. We are aware. We know everyone was not innocent, but we know it's not going to change anything. Let's move on. Like, I don't understand why we're still so angry that we're still blaming everybody.
We still watch gladiator movies and all those
Like,
Roman whatevers and all those soldier movies, and we love them, and they
I
were
love
brutal,
them.
brutal. So
Brutal. And here's a lot of people are like, I seen things that said that it glorifies
you got a
the
girl.
slave trade. There we go. Got it. And it doesn't, because that's not what it did.
To be
It
honest,
didn't. Everything that was talked about, it literally was the opposite.
I think a lot of the people who were commenting on it and saying what they're saying didn't even watch it, and they don't
They
even
didn't,
really
because they
know.
were talking about it before the movie came out. And I'm just like, you didn't even allow yourself to open up to the idea of anything else.
And who says
And
even we can't learn history, good or bad? Like, who says that every single story that a Black person makes has to be perfect?
good.
We have to be in a great light. We have to do this. Yes, granted, I understand the argument where we don't get a lot of our movies made. But I'm tired of seeing slave movies. I'm tired. And then the only one y'all got excited about was Black Panther, and that wasn't even real. So, like, why can't...
But time out. The Dora Milaje is loosely based on the Dahomey tribe. So, like, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? Like, what's gonna make y'all happy?
Nobody's going to be happy ever. Nobody.
Nope. We still have to point the blame at somebody. You're still blaming white people. Like, it's still their fault. Like, I'm not saying that it's not their fault. It is. Slavery wasn't a choice. But like, at some point we have to realize, like, history is history. Even with people like not understanding that some of their ancestors and some of their people got sent here too. So it's like you're like boycott, and it's like, yo, you might be boycotting your ancestors. You genuinely do not know the dumb stuff that you're doing because you're doing it because you think you know and you don't.
Right. I mean, with all the new information that we obtain and receive, there's a lot of information that it's false. Like we just don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody just goes with something they heard somebody else say.
We
And
don't know our history.
we
We
don't.
don't know.
We don't. We don't. We
And
go.
then I've seen a lot of men that were upset because of the title of the movie, that it emasculates black men. The movie literally did the opposite.
But they didn't see it, so they don't know. They don't.
It's like,
They just want to be mad about something.
yeah. And it was disappointing to see, but me seeing the movie, I'm just like, yo, that shit was amazing. Tell you, Viola. What's the oh my gosh, I can't, oh my gosh, I can't think of the girl's name, but she was also
I
in
do know you're
Underground
talking about.
Railroad.
Her name was hard to pronounce, but she's really talented. Yeah.
Really
I'll learn
talented. She
her
was
name
in,
one day.
I knew it for a while, but then like my memory is just
I
but
heard she was very good in it. I heard she's really good.
amazing. The entire cast, John Boyega, like everybody acted their ass off.
Oh, what do you
Like,
think of John Boyega? I love him. I think he's like,
hey, he's adorable.
and you know what's crazy? He was on the Breakfast Club talking about how like the women he prefers. He's like, I prefer black women, and people actually got mad at him for saying that. Like, why is that a bad thing? Like, he has a preference, just like everybody else claims they have a preference. Well, I prefer island chicks. I prefer Spanish chicks. I prefer this. He prefers black women, and then y'all have a problem with that?
That's why we like him. Y'all can have the problem. We don't.
That's
Because we
why
love him
I
too.
never understood that. Like everybody can have their preference, but when we're a preference and it's like, oh, what about everybody else?
Because we're not supposed to be. We're
Right.
supposed to be like the hidden, the hidden one, the secret one.
And
So
then
it's sad.
they want like a bone for being like, yeah, I'm with a black woman. Like, okay, so
It's like,
like
okay.
you want to
Which
cook?
is so weird to me because a lot of the time y'all are raised by black women.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just it's a cycle, man.
It
This
kills me.
is this
A
is the
lot of
cycle that needs to
men,
be broken. That
the celebrity
push.
men who are like pro-black always with somebody who's not black, which I would always thought was so ironic. Now, not saying that you makes you any less black because you're with somebody else, but I mean, like
They have to overcompensate for what
that's what I was.
they.
That's where I was going. Like, yeah, like
Mhm.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, you know, you are a black man and you have black experiences. Yeah, nobody's taking that away from you, but it's just you're always talking about oh, black women this and black people this, and you're not even with one. Like, it's just ironic.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
okay,
like you can just not talk about us and we'll be okay too. You know who's good for that? My favorite artist, Jamie Foxx. He's good for that. He don't talk nothing about black women. He just mind
never.
his business. That's when they be like, he out here dating white girls. We don't care.
We don't care.
We don't
Yeah,
care.
because like you said, he don't talk about it. Like, I don't know. They always feel like it's like a prize to say that that's
Yeah.
like you can like what you like. Nobody's hating on that. Just
I don't care.
you don't have to downplay us
Leave
just
me.
to big up your Nubian white queen.
That always makes me think of Don't Be a Menace.
Oh my
Lord. Anywho, yes, everyone should go see The Woman King. It's an amazing movie. And also remember that it is not a documentary. It is a movie.
right, right. People be forgetting that. There's a difference.
Yeah,
There is
there's a big difference. There is a big difference. But it actually did lead me down a rabbit hole of YouTube of trying to understand more of what was going on during that time period.
and
Because,
what a good movie does.
yeah, we don't know. Our history is still jagged. Like we still don't understand. It's still being pieced and pieced and pieced together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days after seeing the movie, which you should definitely go see. I think it's I want to see it again.
Wow, I'll definitely check it
Like
out.
that good. Like 20 minutes and I'm like, I do want this on DVD when it comes out because it's something like the story. There's so much more than just that. It's a story that's being told that's beautifully written. And it's also the cast is like 98% black and they're all dark skinned. And it was just like,
Representation matters.
it does. It does. Sheena, don't make fun of me because I almost cried. You ain't see it.
And she will make fun of you. You know that.
Of course she will. Of course she will.
Oh man. Well, now you make me really want to see it because I heard so much about it, but
It's
yeah,
really
like
good.
everybody I've spoken to told me, "Oh my gosh, like you have to go see this movie."
It's less about it's because it talks about slavery. Of course, it's going to talk about slavery because it's part of the history, but it's more about sisterhood without giving it away. It's more about community. That I'll say that,
Okay.
and understanding the basis for community.
Oh, that's cool.
Makes sense. Yeah, women needing women. Unlike these women now who pick their friends depending on how they look.
Let's go into our next topic.
Lord.
So we have been watching, I guess, highlights, reels, whatever it is, of Erica Banks, the rapper. She's a Houston rapper, right? She's from Houston, I believe, because they tried to say she's a knockoff Megan. No, not Megan. Yeah, Meg the Stallion. There we go. That's
anybody from Texas is a knockoff Megan.
Right. Because, I mean, to be honest with you, what women do you really know besides Beyonce that?
Now I remember why they said she was a knockoff Megan, because of she signed to Megan's record label after, and that created chaos between
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do sound similar, but she can rap.
I mean, no, I mean,
she got catchy. She got catchy songs out there.
Catchy songs. Yeah, I mean, her music is to make you twerk, right? That's basically what that is. So, yeah. So she went on her live, I believe, and she made it very clear that when she goes clubbing, and I want to make this very clear, this is what she said: when she goes clubbing, she doesn't want skinny chicks. She don't want ugly chicks with her. What else did she say? She didn't want bummy chicks. You got to have the BBL, big booty, whatever, cute, pretty girl to hang with her. That's what she wants. That's her brand. That's what she wants to promote. And that's all she wants to hang out with when she goes to the club. So, Eva, do you pick your friends based on their looks?
No.
I know I'm fly and all, but I'm just asking.
I mean, all my friends are beautiful. I'm going to always think all my friends are beautiful because they're good people inside and out. Like, I genuinely, I can say I know how to pick them. But no, let me tell you something. They're young. These girls are young and dumb.
They are. And
like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're going off of looks. That means this person that you're going to you know what? I take that back. Maybe she has a club circle, like homegirls that she only goes to the club with. Maybe but fuck that. Kelly, I would feel some type of way if you were talking about you were going to the club and I wasn't invited. No, we would have a problem.
That's what I'm saying. How do your regular friends feel about
skinny?
Like, girl, yeah, I'm going out, I'm partying, I'm gonna make some money tonight, but not with you. You can't because you don't look good enough to come hang out with me this week. That is offensive.
Yeah, it's different to have two different types of circle of friends, because there are friends that you prefer to go clubbing with because you know the type of time that she'll have. That's fine. But to just not go with certain people because that's what's the word I'm looking for?
Superficial. It's giving Yeah, superficial life.
But that's what that generation is used to. And I blame Instagram because that's all they see. That's what they feel that you have to go out to. That is a checklist of things you have to have in order to go out with her.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, it's social media now, and that's really scary, and it's really sad because now you're hanging out with people who probably one don't have your best interests at heart.
How do you trust these people?
How do you trust? How do you feel safe with these people who are only there strictly because you look like me? We don't have anything in common. She may not have anything going on up here.
That's the girl that gets you jumped. Like that's the
Or
you don't
or set up or whatever.
did no one not see that episode of Insecure?
Yes.
That's that whole dynamic. Those hanging out with people that you do not know like that. No. Oh no. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I
There's
had different circles where like there I had friends that I preferred to go clubbing with because the type of party like we would have a good time.
right.
There other people that we knew that we couldn't go with because there wasn't that type of party.
But see, that
Cool.
is completely different. That's based on personality and what your friends feel comfortable doing. If I'm not
Mm-hmm.
the partying type and you take me to a place, I'm not comfortable. I'm not
I'm not
having a good
comfortable.
time, and you're not going to have a good time if I'm complaining. So, right, rightfully so, that person needs to stay behind. But if I'm like, yo, Eva, I want to go hang with you, and you're like, Kelly, sorry, your booty's not big enough. Oh, okay. I'll sit this one out, girl. I'll
Kelly,
stay
if you
home.
ever tell me that I can't go nowhere with you because my titties sag, I'm be so hurt. Please do not ever do that to me.
I will never do that to you. I will never do that to you. But I don't know. Like you said, I feel like this newer generation really just, it's very superficial. Everything is
It
looked
is.
at on social media. People don't enjoy meals anymore because if it doesn't look like, I could take a picture of it, it's not worth going to, which is why a lot of these restaurants are trash because they don't care about the
Mm-hmm.
food. They care about
They care about the look.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice place to take pretty pictures. We can give you crappy food and overpriced food, but you can take a picture with it. You know what I'm
It'll
saying?
look good.
And it'll look good in your pictures. Who cares
And
if you
then we get business because you tag it.
bingo? You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
So, oh, I can't wear this outfit again because I took pictures in it. I'm gonna wear it again. If I bought it, it's mine. I wear it when I want to wear it.
It's mine until I do not want it anymore. And I will wear it as many times as I want to until I don't want to wear it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't, where did this, I don't know where that came from.
I don't know either.
And
Well,
it's scary. Maybe were we like that when we were younger? Maybe it's like a thing that we did when we were younger and we didn't realize. And that was like now that we're older, we're finally realizing like those were the silly things that we chose to that we chose to do in our 20s.
yeah. I mean, like we grew up in, I think, a really good era. Like we were young enough to see the change and kind of move with it, but old enough to remember life before it and how much simpler it was. So we can, if you choose to, have a balance because I don't need all of that stuff. Like, I don't
You
care.
know that's why I don't use my Instagram.
I don't blame you.
I genuinely just go to check DM from friends.
I
That's it.
don't blame you. To
And
be honest with
I
you,
haven't done that in like 2 weeks.
and I think I told you I want a regular camera now. Like when I go on vacation and
Yeah.
trips, I want to do scrapbooks now. Even if it's a digital scrapbook and I can just have Shutterfly do it and then print it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just, I don't know. I don't like living on my phone.
I don't like living on my phone. I was just before we started recording, I was journaling. And that was one thing I mentioned in my journal. I said I genuinely want to cut down on the amount of time that I'm on my phone. I don't it's for me it's playing games. I play these stupid ass little games on my phone all the time. So that's where a lot of my time is soaked up. But I genuinely want to spend less time on my phone. I want to be more present. That's why I went for my walk. I started doing walks just to be outside, be in nature, be away from other people's thoughts, other people's images, like just to be.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually
Yeah.
how we should be. You want to hear a
Yeah.
funny story? Funny story time. So I'm in the car with the kids. I was listening to something. Can't remember what. Don't even remember what they were saying. It was just on. So Kaden and Carter go, yo, mom, what does it mean when they say you're going to the crib? And I said, you're going home. And so Kate was like, oh, I like that. And so him and Carter were laughing in the back, like, yo, we go to the crib. We go to the crib. And so I was like, yo, don't make fun of us old people because you think it's funny. And he was like, no, we like it. We really genuinely like it. But like, your generation's actually kind of cool. Our generation's kind of whack. Like, they really said that. They're like, our generation is not as fun as it seemed like when you guys were growing up. And then Carter goes, yeah, I wish I was born in the 1900s like you, Mom. He's like, when internet was invented.
I don't like that. I don't like
that.
That
sounds crazy.
Don't say the 1900s. Like, I know it's the 1900s, but damn.
And what's crazy is like he's not even born in like the 2000s. He's like born in the 2010s. So
oh my gosh, he is.
It's like that's crazy. And anybody who had a baby after 2020, that's crazy. That's like 20 years.
We were born in the late 1900s, girl.
Yes. That's wild to me. Like that is like we were born at a very weird age. Like we saw the new century.
We've seen too much.
We've seen too much. We've heard too much. We know too much. It's overwhelming. We
literally watched the world. The world has grown significantly in the last 30 years. Like probably the fastest within the last 30 years.
I remember when a cell phone was like, it was a big deal to get one. And then even then you couldn't text. Nobody wanted to text on those things. It took forever. They charged you per text. Your minutes weren't free until after a certain time.
9.
You had paid for like 500 minutes for like a whole month. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we go from that to you can't get into your bank account without having a cell phone.
Without your cell phone.
You can't do anything. You can't reset a password. You can't check anything. You can't even pay the IRS without being able to get a code to.
We're cyborgs. We are cyborgs. The extension of technology to us is our phones.
Yeah, it's.
I don't want it no more.
It's too much. It's a
lot. It's a lot. So funny that you brought that up because I genuinely just wrote that in my journal. Like, that's one thing. I'm gonna start using the do not disturb. Like, I genuinely want to rest so that I can rest and then like enjoy life because phones are cool, but like there's shit going on out here.
Yep.
I went on a walk last Friday and everybody smiled at me.
Wow.
Or said hello. In the Bronx.
I was about to say, you've had people talk to you in the Bronx. That's wild.
It was so weird, but like my walk was nicer. Just saying hi to people and shit. I didn't touch my phone. I had my music on. I was Beyonceing the whole time, of course. That's what I did. But like I had my music on and I was just walking and everyone was just smiling. But everyone was doing the same thing. Everyone was just out and about. Yeah.
If the internet shut down, the whole world would like literally fall apart.
You see what happens when Instagram goes down, everyone runs to Twitter and Facebook to tell everyone that Instagram is down.
Yeah.
Because you can't not tell everyone what's going on. Like you just AKA I need to unplug. I took some time off in October and I will be unplugging from social media for those couple of days just to not do a thing.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I think that the holidays, I think I'm gonna take a break and I think I'm gonna take real pictures and enjoy and then come back the new year and maybe update. But I'm enjoying kind of living everything out online.
It's nice having the private wins and losses and just the privacy of not everyone knowing what you're doing.
Yeah. Like
no one needs to know.
Another kid, like I don't think I want to post every waking aspect of it online. I think I'm
nobody's gonna know when I get married. Nobody's gonna know when I have a kid. Nobody's gonna know when I move by a house. Like no one's Unless you were in the circle
I think I'm gonna
and
pop
you're
out like
there.
Kylie Jenner, where nobody knew nothing about nothing. She done had a whole pregnancy and a kid, and nobody knew nothing. She just disappeared. And you know what? Whether you like them or not, I respect that for her.
I'm a Rihanna they asses.
Facts.
They
Facts.
might not even get that from me. I ain't get sending y'all no baby photos. You would get one, I
No
mean.
gender reveal.
Nope.
Like everybody just wants to be like, look at me, look at me.
Like, isn't the gender reveal the baby shower? Like, like that was a
No,
thing at one point. But wasn't it like, wouldn't that be the time when you revealed when you were having a boy or girl? Because like when you would send out the invitations if you wanted like color coordinated things.
a gender reveal used to literally be just maybe a cake or a video. Somebody
And
will record a video of you saying it and then show people like, oh, look, we found out it's this. And now it became, like you said, a whole event. It's a whole separate event.
yeah, it's a whole party. The
It's
whole party is separate from the baby shower that you're gonna have when you like later down the line. It's so weird to me.
you
I
want to
also
hear,
don't want that. I also I don't throw me a baby shower either. Just send me the
you want
gifts.
to hear something funny? Tara sent me a video of the best gender reveal I've ever seen in my life. So this lady's parents had a parrot. And for the longest time, they thought the parrot was a he. So the vet told them, well, it may not be. So they threw a gender reveal for the parrot. Everybody in the family was trying to guess what it was. And they cut up in the cake and found out that it was actually a girl. No, it was a guy. Yeah, it was a girl. And so they're like, oh, it's not. Best gender reveal I've ever seen in my entire life. I would go to that parent's gender reveal.
See, that's like Keisha. I know Keisha's a man. I'm not changing her name.
As you shouldn't. As you shouldn't.
Keisha.
Keisha. You're transgender fish.
Yep. She's just like, feed me and we good.
Oh my gosh.
Lord. But yeah, I don't want any of that.
No.
That's
No.
extra for me. I genuinely don't know if I want a baby shower when I have babies. Just because who's planning this shit?
You know what
I gotta thank people.
Why? I actually like the COVID baby showers people were having when they were driving by and dropping the gifts and be like,
yeah,
bye.
yeah.
Like,
As crazy as that sounds, is first of all, I probably will. I'm going to be in a situation where I'll be able to provide whatever I want to get anyway. So, baby shower would probably just be family.
Yeah,
And that's all I need.
Wrong with that. So,
and then the world would see my kid at like when they're 5.
I was about to say 3, but yeah, okay, 5 works. First day
Like, Eva, who is that? Is that your nephew, niece? And I'm like, no, it's my kid. I did that there.
Oh my goodness.
Same thing with getting married. Like nobody, it's not anybody else's business. Nobody is financially donating to this. No one is walking me through the steps. No one is waking up to my everyday.
And do it Easter. Just all of a sudden pop up with the wedding pictures.
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna be like 5 years old.
I was about to say they're gonna be anniversary pics from their wedding.
And whoever I marry me, we're gonna be extremely happy in our privacy.
There we go. Oh my gosh, girl. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, I still gotta eat dinner. Breakfast dinner.
I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I'll take a shower, go to bed. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of We Are Not Regular Podcast. I'm Kellz.
I'm Eva Diva.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye, guys.